Acting a fool is really important, especially when you're in front of a camera. And one thing I say about real MCs or real talents is that they're bigger than the talent they portray. So let's talk about how you say you're a theater major. I've seen your skits, and you have a film coming out soon, right? Yeah. Talk about the film, and then we're going to connect it to the MC.
Okay. Just got finished wrapping up Blue House Slave, and that has Terrell Hicks in there. Shout out to Terrell Hicks. Y'all know her from Delhi.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a beast, man. She's dope. But yeah, man. Shout out to Tony James. He's the writer, director, producer of that joint.
Shout out.
Me and Tone, we've been rocking since his first film, Brick City Boys. That's a classic. You know what I mean? Check that joint out. It's on YouTube. Yeah. But shit, I forgot how I lost my train of thought. Shit.
It's all good.
You asked me about the film, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, the film. You know, it's about police brutality. We addressing police brutality again. And you know, I play the son of Terrell Hicks, and you know, I see some shit that my father do that I wasn't supposed to see. My father's a cop, and I see some shit, and I present it to my moms, and it get dramatic from there. But you gotta watch the film. It's a short film, and it just got accepted into the Newark International Film Festival.
Oh, that's dope.
We're real proud of that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, going back to the original statement I made. I've interviewed another artist. I don't know if you're familiar with Drift.
Oh yeah.
Drift is a monster. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Like,
shout out to Drift.
I'm a fan.
East Orange.
I'm a fan of Drift.
Yeah, me and Drift actually did. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But me and Drift was actually in the film The Supposition. That's with Terrell Hicks and Mark John Jeffries is in that. Man. Mark John Jeffries from he played Lil C's in Notorious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Drift, talented dude, man. Definitely a talented dude.
And I think with him, his talent is not only in MC marksmanship, it's in his acting, in his presence, and in his artwork. How do I connect Ryze, the MC, to Ryze, the actor? Now you said the theater background is kind of the thing that connects it, but as an MC, you always draw people into your mind, into your world through your pen and your expression. How does that transition smoothly to you into theater and film portrayal of character?
Well, I like to look at, acting is, to me, is kind of different because when you're an MC, you're free to be you. This is you. This is your story. You can tell it how you want to tell it. Acting is a little different. It's you being you. It's you bringing your personality to the character, but based on the script is how, you know, you have to portray the character. It's like, okay, for example, like me playing a gangster, you know what I'm saying? I'll be myself, but at the same time, based on the script, I have to create from me how this gangster would act. In real life, that's not Ryze. You're not gonna hear my music and hear me talking about gang banging and drugs and shit like that. But based on, I would say, this character, I like to draw from different places in life. Like, okay, this one play I did, I had to play a drug dealer, right? And I had to think about some people that I knew in real life who were drug dealers and how they carried themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of brought my personality and I painted from their personalities, how they would act and how they, you know, how they walk, how they stand, you know what I'm saying, how they talk, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was able to bring out that character, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, acting is just, it's just your imagination. It's all about the imagination, you bringing your personality and painting from different places, from different people and, you know, different things in life, you know what I'm saying?
That's deep because when we see most MCs transition to the big screen, they're always gangsters, or they're always killers, or they're always the street personality. They don't want to be in the music, they're just telling a story.
Right.
If you could be the role or the person, the model, or the project that you wanted to be in your dream role as an actor, who would you be, what would you want to play, and why?
Shit. My dream role. You know what? I do like playing like the drug dealer though, because it's opposite of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I like playing the gangster. Those are like my funnest, my funnest roles. I like those because it's really, because a lot of films that I do, that I worked with Tony James on, he always played, you know, he always had me be the good guy, you know what I'm saying? Either the basketball player or the rapper or, you know, the good kid that's trying to stay away from the bullshit. So when I play the gangster, it's something totally different. It's like people can see like, yo, this dude is really, he's really acting, because I know him personally, that's not him, you know what I'm saying? That's not the type of person he is. It's kind of like growing up, remember Menace to Society? Yeah. My man Lorenz Tate playing O-Dog. Listen, man, we thought he was really like that. And then I remember hearing him in the interview, and he was like, nah, I'm nothing like that, man. And it was like, it messed us up as kids, like, oh, you O-Dog. We thought that was really him. That's the person. But he's such a good actor that he brought that to life so crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would say that's the dream role, being the big time drug dealer, the big time gangster. I like that. I like that.
Right, well, I'm gonna tell you something personal about me. I personally think that people like playing the villains because they can finally cut loose and not have to be so constrained. For me, I think Heath Ledger's Joker was like incredible. I think that Pac's Bishop was incredible.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna use only those two examples. I'm not a big movie person. I just know the roles that hit me the hardest. And the reason why Heath Ledger's Joker was so pronounced to me is because it was the psychotic mind made principle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about he's the bad guy. It's about why is he the bad guy, and then get his viewpoint of chaos. To the point where there's people out there that say the Joker was really the hero and Batman was the villain.
Oh shit.
Then you got Pac as Bishop. What Pac said at MTV, and with Freddy in the interview, he said, "I'm going to take this role and I'm going to be America's nightmare personified. You think black men are vicious? I'm going to show you the vicious mind of a young black male that has nothing." And he took that and he put it in Bishop to the point where not only did he turn against his own people, it was all or nothing. Even in the alternate ending where Bishop lives and Q dies, you see the all or nothing attitude. As an actor, when you fit a role, you are bringing life to something that's well contrived or conceived. As an artist, you make the role, which is not only do you fit it, but you put yourself in it to the point where that is exactly you. As an actor, why is it important to always fit the role but make the role? Just the same way as an MC, it's important to be on a song, but it's also important to make that song.
Right. And this is what directors love about special actors, because they'll write something and they have a vision for it, but they're excited about the audition process because they never know what they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the role. It's important for you as the artist to take that role and basically just make it your own, make it you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, okay, somebody else wrote this script. You didn't write this script, somebody else did, but you take their words and you make it your own. So I just think it's important. It's important for an actor to just make it their own. Bring, like I said, with me being on stage, bringing people into my world as an actor, it's important for you to just bring the audience like to the point where they can't keep their eyes off you, like Heath Ledger did with the Joker. Like, you couldn't wait to see him back on screen because he was so present. Like, his presence was so there. He made that role his own. He like brought you in. So you got up in your seat when he was back on, because he was gonna be incredible. I remember at the end of the movie, I stood up and started clapping. I gave a standing ovation because it was like, that's like my top 5, I would say, favorite performances I've seen from an actor. You know what I'm saying? Because he made the role his own, and that's what I try to do when I play characters.
You know, it's deep. Back to hip hop wise and being a wordsmith, an orator. I don't remember the actor's name. He was the president in Independence Day. Was that Jeff Bridges? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know his name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but when he made the speech as the president to get them ready to go into the air warfare with the aliens, that got you ready. Today we mark our Independence Day. He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to fight."
Yeah.
And then let's look at Al Pacino and Any Given Sunday. We talk about taking that inch, and he can't take that inch alone. But he needs everybody to take that inch so they can move as a team to victory. And he was like, "I can't take that inch for you. But if you come together and we get that inch, we can make it." those are lines that make you just in awe of the project.
Yeah.
As an MC, now back to hip hop, how important is it for you to drop lines in songs that impact the soul and the spirit of the listener to make them feel your emotion?
That's when, you know, you can see the difference between, you know, somebody who's just rapping and somebody who's just like just really telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's how I try to look at it. Like, okay, perfect example. I was watching a documentary on Young Jeezy the other day, and I heard Drake say something about him. Drake was like, the special thing about Jeezy is when he speaks, you listen and you believe him. You know what I'm saying? And I always said that to myself. Before I even heard Drake say that, I always was like, yo, I believe everything this dude is saying. You know what I'm saying? When you know, you get chills when Jeezy's rapping, even though he's not the most lyrical cat. It didn't even matter because he was so honest and he was so real. So me as an artist, I try to make an effort into completely just really being myself. And when I say them words, it's not just me just rapping, it's me. I'm saying them words with meaning, so you feel it when I'm speaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just having a regular conversation with me, but it's just me talking. You listening to me, it's like, yo, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, because that was the special thing about being an MC for me from the beginning, being heard. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, I want people to just hear me. You know what I'm saying? Just, yo, I want you to listen to what I gotta say. So I take advantage of that time. Like when that beat is on and I'm rapping, like it's the opportunity to bring people into my world and feel me as a person and just feel my story. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.